Puppets? Do you not remember the marionette spiders? No, because we never got to them, because you guys left the planet. Thank you, Jordan.
That was a great start.
We almost found Muppet spiders.
You almost did. You almost did, but you didn't.
We really fucking missed out.
So, welcome to session 170 of Dreamers of Kiriak. Yeah?
I think you're off by 100.
You might be, yeah.
Maybe 200, something like that.
200.
I remembered that last session was... It's whatever. It's 732 of Dreamers of Kiriak. Time is different in the dreaming.
Did we do a time skip?
No, he's counting all the weeks that we didn't actually play.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
That makes sense.
This is the 732nd week. Episode 70.
You just sound exasperated. Like, why won't this game end? And we're all like, well, we're done with everything. And you're like, here's this other guy you have to kill. It's all your
I think
fault.
I have had 5 different jobs during the time we have had this campaign, so that's an indicator of the campaign more than it says anything about me, definitely.
With each new job comes a new layer of God that we have to destroy.
Yeah, it's weird how each new antagonist somehow is just like a person with like an ordinary job title.
I have a feeling if
that you
we
have to
met
beat
your
up.
former bosses, they'd seem really familiar.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you're the one who keeps putting things in cauldrons and feeding them to people and them dying, so I wonder how much of that is me and how much of that is you. So when we last... I don't think that I've worked with orphans. I can't say that for sure, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, Taylor, which one of your bosses killed an entire enemy army?
NDAs, sorry. When we last left the party, y'all were at the dreaming at the lighthouse. You met a friendly sort of person who was like, oh, I think maybe we shouldn't try to fight all of you alongside the Dreaming Queen, because it kind of feels like you could just murder all of us and maybe we were just all kind of supposed to be meat shields for the army that the Dreaming Queen is bringing. And so he and some other people were like, yeah, let's not do it. And then he tried to explain this very rational course of action to some other people, and they just shot him and he vaporized. Such is life. But then the Dreaming Queen's ship did turn up, and a sandstone dock sort of thing rose up to meet it, and then a bunch of blade people, like the one that got summoned by the soldier, dismounted, as well as a whole bunch of Neverborn, spooky leather metal glass people, and the maiden, as you had seen her when you previously met her in the dreaming. And she was like, hey, y'all mind coming out, because you had your guns for meth sign, or the other way around, meth for guns, one of the two. And then Peregrina's like, what? And that was where we left off. So the maiden has descended with an army of chunky boys. And what would you like to do?
I believe the intention was to concentrate everything on her and just hope the army dissipates if we kill her. I know that was mentioned as a strategy, it seems.
Would you all like to attack?
Strategy.
Or would you like to do something else?
Are we in initiative?
Not yet.
Oh. Well,
We
he's
will
the
be
one
if
that
somebody
always wants
attacks.
to talk to this bitch, so if he wants to
Yeah,
talk
I'm
to this
sure
bitch,
he's
now's
going to
the...
want to negotiate some more.
We just all take one big step backward. Say, okay, negotiator.
Alright, fine.
Alright, only party member with charisma.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
So how many of y'all have an insta-kill gun here?
Oh yeah, you said that we should just shoot her with everything we've got and just hope the goddess takes care of the ever-strengthening gun guy.
That was mentioned, yes.
We'll call
She's
that
totally got it.
Plan B.
Oh,
Maybe
down to plan B.
murdering a god with a gun might potentially... I mean, she's not a god. She wants to be a god. She's not a god.
She's like a god in training.
Maybe murdering somebody that powerful with a gun, if it was successful, might be more than the goddess is expecting, but she's totally got it. So you don't even need to worry about it. Definitely.
Backup
I
plan.
didn't know the strength of who we killed in the round.
It might not. Who knows?
Do we ever pay attention to anything about who we killed?
Nah.
You've had like a sample size of 1, I think, for shooting somebody and there being a crack.
I mean, honest to God, I couldn't tell you who we've killed.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody, yeah.
Sums it up.
Well, everybody dies after meeting you, whether or not you directly cause it.
There have been a lot of people that we've just kind of abandoned, and then we came back and they were no longer there mysteriously.
Or they were
so-
balloons.
Mysteriously, usually you leave them in a position where they are absolutely fucked and go, nah, it's fine, an orphan will take care of the entire town's food
There-
supply, and then everyone dies, and you're like, what happened?
I had several soldiers living in the orphanage. The orphanage had an endless supply of nasty fish and onions. They were fine. They
And
should-
alcohol.
And alcohol.
You didn't find corpses in the town,
No,
so it's
it's-
actually more likely that they're better off because they left, rather than everybody died.
They were
Probably.
like, this is the stupidest fucking thing that I've ever been a part of, and they just left like rational people.
And I'm only 5.
They were like, 15 seconds behind us on the road. We just didn't notice.
They rolled really well on stealth.
But that's okay.
So I talked to them,
All right, when he fails,
When we're done with the meeting,
All right,
I gotta
so-
go find Sigmund.
If you step forward, everybody just like points themselves at you, and she just like flails a tentacle in a dramatic wait motion.
Well, first of all, you know none of that's gonna do anything.
Oh, I think it will do exactly the job.
If the job is to not hurt me anyway. But I digress. How's it going?
Not great. I'm sort of trapped here because of something that you people did.
we didn't do anything.
And my sources tell me that
Why are
a
you
goddess has
trapped
been
here?
released.
Is she actually talking so we can hear? Because usually they speak
She's telepathing into his head.
Oh, perfect.
Thank you for the reminder, because I forgot that should be a thing.
Just stare at each other.
Yeah,
Why are you?
he can telepath back or he can talk, whichever he.
I'm just gonna like build a sandcastle or something.
I had a carefully constructed conduit that is no more, so I cannot return.
Yeah, I mean, specifically, they just kind of wondered what happened to your room when it was gone, so they used Dispel Magic on your wall and it collapsed everything.
Throw,
Which
throw
is,
Penguin right under the bus.
That is a design flaw I was not aware of.
not only is that a massive
Oh, yeah,
design
you threw us all
flaw
under the
and an
bus when it should be
accident, it's
Penguin.
utterly stupid because we only needed to wait like 2 more hours for you to show up. You literally just got bumble screwed by a bunch of idiots. I would take it less personally, but not completely not personally.
I'm quite impressed that you got your hands on anti-magical technology. I wasn't aware that more than a handful of very, very, very old people still understood that old art.
I mean,
I underestimated you all.
You just do it.
I just learned to fish real good, and then
As a goddess, they just kind of showed up
You,
and
you
didn't
can't hear
end
their
the world.
conversation. You just randomly bragged about your fishing prowess.
Well,
never miss
Oh,
a
but we
beat
did
for fishing.
kill one of the gods.
You just see them staring at each other.
oh, which
Having
one did you kill?
We went to seal that one rift in the soldier's place, and
Oh,
the
yes.
idiot summoned the blue guy who hates you, and he jumped in and ate that god and became more
He's doing a lot
powerful.
of gesturing
Yes.
in our direction.
So,
Yeah, I think
And
he
so you
gestured at me that
destroyed
time.
him.
yeah,
And did you then...
thus killing the god that he hates. So,
And then did you perform the ritual to close the hole? Of course not, because I was needed for that portion of it.
I mean, the
and
hole
I am
just
now
kind
stuck
of
here.
shut.
Yes, it won't remain shut forever. The energies will coalesce again at that exact location. The rupture will continue. Everything will, revert to terrible things. Everything is now hopelessly lost. Congratulations.
So how long are we gonna let
Probably
this stand around and
much
do
better than if
I'm
that
building a
creature had
sandcastle. I don't know about you.
attained the power, so...
I think you're being really pessimistic here.
Oh, yes, of course.
Because, like, we
I spent
killed
hundreds of years trying to prevent this exact situation from arising, and you all ruined everything by
They
accident,
don't
it
have a
sounds like.
catapult, no.
I don't know
Unless
how
you've
we
been
ruined it.
manipulated by the gods this entire time.
I can
That
only
seems
do
far more
Well, your
likely.
plan was to
30
seal it
feet
away,
away.
and we just sort of killed it, so I don't see why we couldn't just continue chain killing gods and not have to worry about it.
Well, killing really doesn't do anything. You really need to do the sealing, or it all just will come back.
Like, how far away? time-wise? Because
A couple hundred years, probably.
and
not
you're saying
terribly
you
long.
couldn't figure out how to come back in a couple hundred years? Like, we'd come and
Oh,
go.
I probably will, but now all of everything that I've been trying to do is very much ruined, so thank you for that.
I mean, it's not. You can just go back. You still got all your worshippers. It's just the thing.
Oh no, the dreaming probably won't exist for much longer. I actually don't know if I can figure out my way back before then.
Still got all
Last
access to your
flights.
worshippers.
Oh, that's neat. Why is the dreaming disappearing?
The dreaming was created in reaction to the sealing of the gods. The energy of human consciousness is no longer feeding the dreaming, it will collapse. And all of the primordial chaos that makes it up will rupture into the real world, and that will very likely end the lives of everybody who has ever dreamed or is dreaming.
Sure would be nice if I had this information.
It sure would.
You wouldn't do anything.
He'll
with
start
it.
talking
I
to
would
her.
barely pay attention, but at least I would know.
He'll start talking eventually.
I intend, however, to destroy you and the other idiots alongside you, to take your godlike power and use that to just, manually rip a hole and solve all of this.
I mean, I can just manually rip open holes, and also
So
I
the
have
other
this key
people
that
got
does it.
swords,
I don't
right?
know why you can't just walk out
They
the same
are
door we
alcohol.
did.
Yeah, I can't. I require very specific
Swords for
ritualistic circumstances to go
Change the
back.
advertising
It's
a little bit.
no longer possible for me to simply pass.
I mean, what?
And also, I don't trust you. And why is that one waving at us?
I'm gonna cross out the guns and write swords. Entices her army.
I'm not giving you any of my soldiers. I paid a very high cost for these.
I can't
To
do
who?
it.
Don't worry about it.
No, that's important because of the dreaming.
Yes, it is,
And
which is why I don't want you to know.
what? In case we kill you? Because then what's the
No,
downside?
I feel like you'll somehow find a way to make things worse, and I kind of don't
So
want you
now
to know.
she's distracted. Should we just attack her? Be done with this?
Sneak onto the boat.
How worse? Because you did just kind of say the end of
Well,
it.
I didn't anticipate, even remotely, you
There's no one in the boat. anymore.
destroying
She in
my
the
stronghold. No, she is on the dock.
boat. Just
Is-
hijack the
That
boat.
was something
There's no one
I
on
couldn't
there.
have possibly foreseen. I have no idea what else I can't possibly foresee.
Could
I
just
mean,
dive in the
none of
water.
us foresaw it either. Like, they just can't.
Well, yes, I don't want to provide an additional vector for you to do things.
She in
No,
it.
no, I'm not doing the
boat
cloud.
to get to her. So it's fine.
The realization that just swept that half of the table. The dead
But we could
silence
just-
of, oh yeah.
We could just leave.
We can do that without the boat. We
She's
can just walk
his problem now.
I mean, that. I do think there's one more hole to poke in your plan.
Oh,
Walk his way out of
please
this.
explain.
Well, if you kill us here, we just wake up. We don't actually die.
Did any of you take your bodies with you? I felt like at least one person did.
I didn't because I didn't want to get shot. And
He
No,
did,
I
but she doesn't
did,
need
but
to
she
know that.
doesn't know that. So.
They have their bodies, so I'll eat them now. You'll come, I'm
You
sure,
did?
later and avenge them.
Wait, she did
revenge?
that?
No. I don't care.
No, see,
hate these
I
people.
wouldn't have expected that. That's another thing that I didn't expect.
But also, I just turn back and bring telepathy and go,
seconds.
you all brought your body?
I did.
Well, yeah.
He either needs to start talking or start fighting. Just standing
They
there
are
staring,
just sort of staring at each
doe-eyed
other
her.
for a long time. They're having a
specifically
mighty
told
battle
you
of
all
wills.
not to bring your
Because it
body.
wasn't her. We were gonna.
No,
They're
we're
playing
going someplace else with the
11-dimensional
boat that
chess.
had nothing to do with her.
If we're being honest, you should have told me to bring my body, and then I would have done the opposite. That's just.
No, we
I mean,
want
look
the
at
boat
this
to
that
actually go
happened.
someplace. I just don't know
Yes.
What
where.
did we want the road for?
I don't envy you.
Boat
Yeah.
to get to her.
No,
She's
because we were.
So I'd be
waiting
doing you a
for her to
favor
come
if I
on.
ate them.
No, we were waiting for
Right.
the queen
Oh.
to get to the maiden. It turns out they're the same person.
Honestly, you'd make this all
Plot twist.
easier if you just assisted me.
Well,
I mean,
we
I've
like to
thought
go on the
about it,
boat.
but
We can go anywhere.
We heard of a pretty good bar.
Yes, there is. I know.
I'm like
Doris
half
took
and
the
half
boat.
on trying to
It's
figure
like,
out which
I
thing
would
actually
go into a
causes an
cloud. We should
apocalypse.
fly to the boat.
Dude, I can't find
Let's
her
talk about the guy made out
No,
of
we
guns
just go
you
and
sent.
take the boat
Yes.
and we leave.
I sent him either so that
Last time I was
he would kill you or you would kill
killed.
him.
Yes, and killing him
Just go
would
right
cause
to the boat.
some.
Yes, I don't think I'm gonna
I
explain
don't think it's
that.
that far to the boat.
Yeah, smart. Maybe you'll figure it out.
Well, we have.
I'm going to leave now. She just disappears.
All right. Well, the goddess that is eating his power is going to have a field day with that one. But
Okay, what happened?
she left.
Oh, okay, cool. Can we take the boat now?
I guess.
Might as well.
She didn't seem cooperative.
Well, what's happened to the army? They just standing around
They're
there?
still staring at you all.
Y'all want to be our army now? We'll pay you in meth.
Yeah, so where do we stand with her now? I didn't
Or
know.
alcohol, or
Yeah.
whatever you like. Yeah.
Does she want to kill us still?
Clearly not if she's not going to stand here and fight.
I think I've lowered the animosity level to her just saying, "Fuck it, I'll do it myself, eat us, and then become powerful rather than use us as pawns."
Yeah, good luck
Well, she
with
didn't
that
eat
idea.
us though.
No, I think she doesn't hate you anymore.
Me specifically?
I think him specifically.
Oh. Well, I mean,
Why'd
she
she
wouldn't
hate
have known.
him?
She wouldn't have known that he
Blowing
did
up her
anything.
tower.
Well, you never. I
Well,
mean,
how does she know he blew up the tower?
If she still has worshippers that talk to her.
didn't we kill all
You
of
had
them in
worshippers?
No, I had a ton of them still alive. Like, I kept saving people while I was
But
there.
how would they know he blew up the tower?
We were the only ones that lived.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a fair assumption. We also in no way went, hey, we didn't blow this up.
I mean, I think it's probably a logical assumption. Why him?
Yeah, she doesn't know he specifically did.
I'd be
unless
more
she told
concerned
her.
that this one blew up the tower. Well,
No, I told her it was him specifically.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
she doesn't hate him as much. Because it was an
so
accident.
now the truth finally comes out.
Now she's impressed with your magical prowess.
Yes, yes.
Ooh.
You used your dynamite fishing skills to fish.
Well, that's
Did
Did you tell her what I can do? I've got.
Piss me off?
You know,
No, I
that
can
was
do
kind of
pretty
an
impressive things.
anticlimactic
I've got-
battle. Man.
I've got
So
chicken.
yeah,
choppy
did we win the
mushrooms.
Battle of Wits there? Is that what happened?
I think we
Well,
stalemated.
we sent him. How the hell are we going
Right.
to win the battle?
So
with
the
that?
sword people at this point are just gonna start trying to murder all of you.
What?
Okay.
Which?
There's a lot of sword people.
Oh, good.
But I
There's-
thought she didn't want to kill us now.
I don't think she said that at all.
Well, he. Yeah.
I said she doesn't hate us. Now it's just kind
She's
of.
just killing us for the hell of it.
Nah.
She's not killing
So-
us. She's a coward and ran away like the little bitch. That
I
she
don't
is.
think this is worth going into initiative because there's just like there are so many sword people and Neverborn here. Like you're says this wouldn't work as a regular combat. I don't think so. How would you like to approach being
Do they
swarmed
all
by?
just have swords?
They are all made of swords.
Are they
Or-
immune to fear?
I feel like
Bodies leave the trail.
you tried to spook the sword guy when
Oh,
you
we
fought
have
him
to go,
before,
let's just take it
and it
Do we have a
you know that it
contract
doesn't
to-
work.
To leave.
You realize that he
You
was
all
a
should.
construct.
I don't. I don't have a contract.
Just
with her.
fly 60 feet directly
Right.
over all the melee fighters and just
Do we
keep
just like
dropping
pray to her?
That works.
sleigh bullets on them, just one after another.
The Neverborn do have like psychic magic and range attacks that they can hurl at you, but it is the Neverborn don't seem to be soldiers. They seem to be dragged along as acolytes.
Yeah, I'm immune to psychic, so that's half their force, not.
Yes, it's definitely
Just go to
the
the
sword
mansion,
people are
leave
the
these
ones
idiots here.
trying to kill you.
Guess we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, well, I
down.
have 23 armor and
We
infinite
can leave
self
him here,
heals, so they can fucking try
Why don't you
too.
just open the door? If he comes through, he comes through. If he doesn't, he doesn't.
Who?
Why don't we just fling someone at the boat? She probably got on it.
You want to get on the boat?
Yeah, I'll kick her ass.
Okay, we can go to the boat if you want.
No, you guys need to leave. You brought your bodies. I can die here and I'll be
I
fine.
didn't bring my body.
Oh, then you're fine too.
I never bring my body. How did they get out though?
I don't know. How did they get in? How do they usually get out?
You all can go to the mansion, I guess.
Yeah, I don't care a shit about this place anymore.
If you want to go and then come back without your body,
Does it work that way?
yeah, you made the choice when you came in.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, but to
didn't.
the mansion, I thought we kept it there too.
Just piss off, but
No.
first do a magic thing that helps me get to the boat.
Magic thing that helps you get to the boat.
You can just fly or something.
He says as he is
spell that.
dueling a sword guy who
Why
is
don't
not
we
doing a
just
very
go
good
to
job
the
of
boat?
Is there a tree on the
idiots.
boat?
No,
Oh,
How far is the boat
turn
from
into
here?
a
it's a
bird.
couple hundred feet away.
well, that doesn't help you.
If
There's
you're
a bunch
big
of
enough
sword
bird.
people in Everborn on the
That's
deck.
true. I'm gonna turn into a big enough bird.
You turn into a big bird. Not on Sesame Street.
You want to go to the
Horse isn't
mansion and just
coming.
hang out?
Sure, why not?
Okay,
I'll cast
fine.
Sanctuary before I leave. You have 1 minute.
Okay.
We'll see you guys later.
Where are you going?
Mansion.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
If you would like to cast Mansion, you and anybody who wants to go through, aside from 9, can make it through before people get to you.
You
No,
want
a big enough bird.
You're turning into a big bird.
birdie.
She's
Okay.
going.
You're a big old bird. What is the purpose of your birding?
So that I can take him to the boat.
Okay, you can pick him up and airdrop him onto the
I thought
deck.
he was gonna ride, but no. Talons.
Okay, whichever of the two you can do it.
If I pick him up with my talons and
Yes.
he grips horse with his thighs really
No,
tight,
you cannot lift horse and 9.
Well, then horse goes with them. We'll just leave horse to eat an army. He has like,
Can't you just
40 hit
recast
points.
horse?
yeah, but if he's not a familiar, I can't uncast him.
Was it just let him?
Imagine if you could
get-
bonus action.
I'm not
horse.
gonna just let him get sliced apart. He's just gonna go chill in a mansion.
Fine, then he can't help
So I
us.
think
on the
Cameron
boat.
would get to the door to the mansion.
Yes.
And then say to himself, I ain't no coward. He'll turn around.
Oh, dear.
Excellent.
And then he lost a second character.
Yay!
That's fine. He can fly with a boat.
Okay.
But
So
if you're not coming, what the hell's the point?
The butler's really confused.
Yeah.
He's like,
Welcome back. Oh,
Come back and pick me up and we'll go boating.
no, you gotta
Can I
ride
get
on
one
his
of-
ankles.
Can I get one in each talon?
well, I'm trying to figure out how big of a bird you can turn into.
I'm a big enough bird. I said
Because
that.
at the moment you can turn into a
It's
CR1 bird.
It's the dreaming. I can do whatever I want.
I think you can be more effective as a bird in the dreaming than you otherwise would be.
I'm a dream
You
bird.
turn into a dinosaur instead.
Dinosaur bird.
A mushroom
You should
bird.
definitely turn into something that you've never seen before and can't replicate in reality.
That's
Kind of
fair.
like I popped in a gun that just atomizes
Yep,
people.
I think that would make sense.
What you do is you turn into the thing that he caught there,
Can
and he
it
can just
fly?
ride out on the bubble. 'Cause I'm sure you can do the swim
But it's just
speed
a
thing
big
by now.
mushroom with wings. And you're like, yeah, this is an animal.
It's got little
It's
googly
got-
eyes.
It
and
has
little-
crabs all over it.
Someone keeps putting googly eyes on shit at Walmart.
I
Oh
know,
yeah,
it's
it's
fantastic.
everywhere. It's amazing. I
Would
love
you
it.
like to be a giant, like, mushroom vulture?
Yeah.
Okay, you can be
Why
a
are you
giant.
even asking? It's a
What?
stupid question.
How about that thing that was powering the boat?
No.
That's
That's Spaghetti-O Man?
Giant mushroom vulture. Why do you keep giving me things that aren't birds?
Well, because he can just ride on the back of the thing to the boat. He doesn't have to fly.
Okay, so in the real world, you would not be able to lift 9. I'm gonna say you could lift 9 and he could grip horse between his knees and you could lift them both here.
So you've got to ride Pimran. Sorry.
I can fly.
You're gonna have to come back for me.
Do I have to come back for him or can he ride Pimran?
You can ride Pimler.
You all can ride if you want, just this once.
Okay. fine.
Everybody
Rush.
on the vulture mushroom?
Everyone struggles to lift, so Lear just gets to the edge of the boat so he can walk the rest of the way up.
Yeah, dude, I'm just gonna, as long as I can get my feet onto the surface of
Yes.
whatever the hell this is, we're good to
I
go.
mean, why can't you walk across water? You can walk on walls.
Yeah, that's a surface.
It's basically the same thing.
It's pulling the exact same dumb bullshit we are. What if the thing we can normally do, but dumb?
That is a good question.
I'm gonna walk on the wall of water. It's a horizontal one.
Isn't that the tagline of our entire game?
I think at
What if
least
we
people that
did-
brought their bodies can do empowered crap.
What if but
That makes
dumb?
sense. Or less sense because they'd be more attached to reality. I don't know how shit works.
How the hell have I been sleeping at all as an elf?
That's a good question.
I don't think they're.
Well, the
the
world
last
is
of the
warped.
dreamers
The world is warped by
tripping.
dreaming magic. Maybe you couldn't sleep in a normal functioning world.
I thought it was that they didn't need to sleep, but they still could.
They don't need to sleep and they're immune to magical sleep. Maybe I don't know if they physically
I
can't.
don't know if it, at least in the fiction says.
They can if they want to,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
but they get rest equal from just meditating,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So,
and you're a drunk.
what's your guys' solution for carving through this swarm of enemies that meets you on the deck?
Violence,
over.
mostly.
Well, one would assume
Oh.
violence.
So
I
we
thought
don't.
You said they left the boat.
There's a lot.
That there were
There's
some still on the boat.
there's a lot on the boat. There's a
So
lot.
we're carrying
down
a lot
below.
of very explosive rubies we can just
Yes.
airdrop,
Yes, you
and
can.
we don't need the boat anymore.
Oh, then why are
So,
we going to hijack the boat?
because we're not going to blow up the whole boat, just the people on it, and then we're going to murder someone on the boat specifically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while we're flying around, you basically want me sprinkling rubies there.
It does track,
Carpet
but
bombing.
We're
if
gonna-
she could teleport long distances, she wouldn't need a boat, so she probably only teleported to the boat. I think you're right about that.
Well,
So-
she needed to transport her army, not just herself.
It doesn't matter.
Unfortunately, she can't open up trees.
She's either in there or she's not, and we even got to blow up a boat.
That's true.
No, we don't want to blow up the boat. We want the boat.
Right.
Well,
That's
so
the next
just
part of our
lightly,
enterprise.
just lightly carpet bomb the boat.
How lightly would you like to carpet bomb the boat?
I think you should drop one, see if it kills a guy, and then use that as a measure for dropping the rest. They can't up.
Wow, he's like using logic. This is terrifying.
I'm the only
He's
one who
using
does.
strategy.
Well, I'm going to ignore him and drop. Like, just throw a handful.
Okay. Perfect.
This will kill one.
Can you make me 3 dexterity rolls with proficiency? So as though you were making a weapon attack with a dex weapon.
What were the spikes for? Was that for the other gods, or
Let's
that was
see.
for?
We got a nat 1.
Oh no.
We got a 2, that would be an 11, and we got a 23.
Okay, one of them just plorps off into the water, unfortunately. That may cause big issues in the future.
There may-
Don't worry about
There
it.
may be fish
There's a whole
floating up.
family of fish just kind of float to the surface.
2 of the rubies strike their targets and blow large holes in the deck. And a bunch of dudes go flying off in pieces into the water.
We're gonna have to fix the deck.
Mostly Neverborn. The Neverborn seem to be very squishy when it comes to being blown apart by rubies.
There's a bunch of people here we can get to fix.
One of the
it
sword
all.
guys got a whole bunch of his swords knocked off. And a few more got just somewhat damaged, I guess. They're hurling psychic bolts, the remaining Neverborn are, which are not, hitting terribly well.
That's gonna be a problem. Just chuck 2 big handfuls at the same place and just blow through the deck and sink the boat. We can always raise it later.
One of them comes close enough to Pimrin to be maybe a hit. One of them comes close enough to Ashit to be maybe a hit.
I don't think we should sink the boat because she's a squid.
Does a
She can
24
swim
hit?
away.
Yes.
Alright, and does a 13 hit Ashit?
No, what are they hitting me with?
These are psychic bolts.
Oh,
Right now she's basically trapped in there.
So that's 13
So she
psychic
just
damage to
teleports
Pimrin.
back to shore.
well, wait.
Yeah,
Doesn't
she's a
matter.
hitter.
Doesn't my AC change because I'm a mushroom bird?
It does. Thank you for reminding me.
Probably for the worst.
Yeah, probably. I didn't say anything. Ignore that. Just bring up the stat block for mushroom bullshit.
Right.
I'm gonna say that you would have additional AC as a mushroomy giant vulture, but a 13 would still hit because the base armor class for the giant vulture is 10.
Oh.
Vulture.
So that would be 7 damage that you would take. Your base vulture
Wait.
HP is going to be 30.
If I've got him in my talons,
Yes.
does he block any of that?
No, but can you please make me a Constitution saving throw
Yes. For
to see if you drop him?
That's gonna put a hole in the deck.
No, it's not. We're in the dreaming. Horse has
22.
wings.
You make that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
would I get that at advantage?
Then why the hell did you need
Why?
Because I
her to take you
normally
any
get
place?
concentration
Good point.
checks at advantage.
If you normally get concentration checks at advantage, then
Okay.
yes, but you made it regardless.
Yeah.
So why is she carrying you if you're riding a Pegasus?
How much did it hit me?
He's hiding his wings.
Okay.
You had 30 HP and it hit you for 7.
I'm just gonna have to keep track of that.
You have blown a couple holes in the deck. You have thinned out the ranks on the ship. There's quite a tussle of people trying to get back up the gangplank, and it is not going well. They do not seem to be reboarding well at all. Sword people getting in each other's ways, pushing each other off the plank.
Fly me over
What
the
do you
gangplank.
do now?
And drop
Wait,
me
I
one
thought you were
hole.
riding Pimrin.
No,
I got
we're
him
all-
to
we're all-
I was trying to get him to the boat so we could walk.
Yeah, no, I need to get, I may as well just take the gangplank out.
Ooh.
Drop me on the deck.
You can throw 3 at once. How would you like to aim 3 more rubies if you are throwing 3?
I drop him onto the deck regardless of whatever height I'm at.
Okay.
Because he said drop me.
Okay.
So
You dropped him.
And we're gonna carpet bomb the gangplank.
Okay. You can be close enough to the gangplank that you have a good shot at it. Are you throwing all 3 at the gangplank?
All 3 at the
All right.
Let's see. Nat 20, so that's
That will do it.
33, 26, or not 26, 22, and 24.
Okay, you hurl. One of them gets stuck like in the middle of all of the swords and blows up, and sword shrapnel just goes in every direction and impales quite a lot of Neverborn. And you blow up the gangplank and create such a big chunk hole, like right where the boarding portion of the railing was, that nobody's getting on the ship from the ground.
Yeah. Well, now that problem's taken care of. So we go kill people.
What are the others of you doing at this time?
In boat.
You are you jumping down into hole in boat?
Yes.
Okay. And Himrin, what are you doing?
Looking through like my spells to see if there's anything interesting here. Can I speak with plants on the wood of the boat? Since it's the
This is because it's the dreaming. Yes, you
speak with
can.
the algae.
And speak with Barnacle.
Yes.
Barnacles are not.
I
plants.
know that you need a dedicated spell for it.
Do you have speak with barnacles?
I only have speak
You know, in
with plants.
SpongeBob, they say barnacles instead of balls.
So it does say plants may be able to perform other tasks on your behalf at the GM's discretion.
Okay. This is the
Uh,
dreaming, so it's possible.
Sweet.
You
Especially
speak
since
with
you
the
brought your
boat, and
body.
its first word is, Jesus God, my back, why? I didn't do anything to anybody.
Just screaming.
Hey, friend. Hey, it's okay in there. Hope you're all right. Listen, I just need you, if you could, if you have any power left in there, just do a bunch of wiggling, throw people off their feet, and try and do a barrel roll, do a flip. Anything you can do to disrupt people.
This was the dream of a ship that was once in a storm. It begins acting as though it is roiling in a storm.
Excellent.
If he can speak with the plant ship, I
Yes.
contend that I could have walked into the plant ship.
You know, that's fair. If,
Precedent has been established.
This is why you gotta not say yes to shit.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
say yes to everything to cover your bases, so we don't have continuity errors.
So, you're a vulture at the moment. Are you doing anything?
Yeah. What kind of There's Neverborn and there's sword people.
Yes.
What sort of weapons do the Neverborn have?
Tentacles.
That's not it.
And bolts of psychic energy that they're throwing everywhere from their tentacles.
Can I isolate one on the ship visually enough to swoop him up in my talons?
You can certainly try. Can you make me an attack roll, please?
I will certainly try.
Somewhere I never born.
Please
Is
make it
pew pew
with strength,
But that
which
would be,
is +2.
Yeah. Okay.
You can have proficiency in this.
What does that change?
Add what?
Your roll is going to be.
For you.
Yeah.
So 8.
Also, you have pack tactics. I'm
Oh.
going to give you advantage on the attack roll
Oh,
because it's
thank
going to be
God.
one close to one of your allies.
19.
It's not an owl, it's a vulture. You grab him and send. Are you going to send him like flying into the water, or are you picking him up to do nefarious things
The
to him in
goal
the
was
air?
to swoop down,
Yes.
pick him up,
Nefarious.
and drop him into the
Okay.
water.
You do so, and he cannot swim because he's. I mean, despite having tentacles, he's not a squid, so he disappears into the watery
Tentacles are
depths.
in all the wrong places.
Yes, exactly.
Story of my life.
I got what you say to the person that blew up 30 of them 5 seconds ago.
But I say it in Mushroom Vulture, so it sounds cool.
9
No, it doesn't.
9 jumps down into the boat.
Can you
There-
make a
yeah.
voice
Should
for
we go
Mushroom
with
Vulture?
him? Go kick
Not
people's
you.
asses.
Perfect.
Yeah, probably.
Sound
There we go.
You know what happens to him.
True.
The inside of this ship is completely hollow, not like a proper ship should be. There's a maybe because it's the dream of a ship. There's just no detail under the surface. You do see a lot of sword people who seem to be dormant down here, and you see a lot of guns. Just quite so many guns just in barrels.
Why aren't they using them?
You do not see the maiden.
What's gonna make this difficult?
A couple sword people are going to drop down through the hole after 9. The remaining Everborn are going to decide who they're going to try to shoot at up above. And that is going to be one at Pimrin and one at Asha.
Do I know roughly what the range is? Enough to
They
afford out of
have
it?
not if you dropped George and then swooped down and picked the guy up in the same turn. You've only got a 60-foot fly speed as a giant vulture.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say you would not be. They have like 100-foot range. You would not have been able to get out of their range. Does a... I'm gonna say that was cocked. I'm gonna roll that. A 17 will hit you. A 10 I assume does not hit. Pimrin. It is going to be 7 psychic damage to the vulture.
If I pistol whip someone to death with the gun, does it still make the gun entity more powerful?
You will have to use science to test that. You'll have to be manually determined.
7, you said?
Yes. As Salir, what are you going to do now? You have destroyed the gangplank.
We can't let him have the glory. If he's going to
Just
go down there and
sprinkle
fight
some
her, we
rubies
need
into
to
the
go
hole.
fight.
Of course.
We need to go fight this bitch and finish this. So. After him.
Yes, indeed.
I'm already strangling the sword guy.
Or you jump down into the midst of a bunch of sword guys and an iron. Would you like to...
Did you kill her already?
I don't think she's down here, but she's probably somewhere nearby. We might want to check the lighthouse specifically. But first, there's guns. And I'm just going to drop all of my rubies in the guns.
There's barrels of guns just around. So you can drop some rubies in a barrel of
At the
guns.
bottom of the hull. So
Are you...
I'm not blowing them up.
Okay, you're just
I'm
putting
leaving
rubies
them
in?
at the guns so we can
Okay.
chain react them when I'm not in the fucking boat.
Okay. Solir, you have the thing in your eye, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the maiden is standing right behind 9 and has a gun pointed at the back of his head.
She's right there, dumbass.
I'd swing around and shield bash before I even see anything.
Can you
Just
make me
implicitly trusting
an
that
attack
it's
roll at
not
disadvantage, please?
I mean, what's the downside if he's lying to me? I hit someone I care about?
If Asha had said that, you would have distrusted it immediately.
Where is she? All the spell magic.
She's right there behind 9.
Spell magic.
That's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Oh, my shield bash knocks people prone.
Okay, she gets knocked prone.
Well, I felt that.
Well, seeing this clearly connect, I'd like to cast Fairy Fire. That would
Okay.
Why are you not dispelling magic? It's worked.
I can't actually see the target, so.
Oh,
No, it's okay. I got 2 more attacks this turn.
Ah, yes.
So, Imran, would you... What happened?
It'll be my turn. So it'd be before he goes.
Okay, I was gonna say, would you like to let Pimrin cast Fairy Fire first? Since we're in loose enough initiative, I
Sure.
would have allowed that.
Sparkles.
Sparkles, there
Deck save.
Alright.
I think
She's
that-
gonna choose to succeed on that.
That makes sense. That tracks. So we're all sparkly. We're all glittery.
you didn't cast it beyond where you're standing.
He's in a boat. He has to see the spot.
Yeah. I don't
Also,
know.
You don't
we'd
have to
make
include
deck saves
yourself in
too.
the circle.
Yeah, all of the others of you can make deck saves if you want to not.
Well, so do
have
all the
Fairy
soldiers
Fire.
that are nearby.
The sparkles.
No one-
Okay.
I'm just
We're all.
saying.
We're all
The
sparkles.
all of the blade people are going to get
I need to make
sparkly.
a deck save.
Yes.
I got a 13.
18.
So your waves between the sparkles in the air as they poof around.
Making drawing little designs.
What was the target number?
I think it was 18.
Okay.
So it gets nice.
He bends over backwards as the
Yes,
sparkles fly over. It's amazing.
He does a backflip, no one knows why.
So because
I don't
you're
see, she's right there. I don't see her. I just cast a no invisibility spell.
I'm just a stab.
so you have both advantage and disadvantages to
Right
straight
there.
roll for further attacks.
I would lend you my blind fighting thing.
11.
That will not hit.
Just pluck the one from your eye and shove it in his eye.
24.
That will hit.
That's good.
Alright, that was actually a 26 and a 13 because I'm using the sword.
Okay, a 26 will hit. A 13 will not hit.
Didn't think so.
So now the blood will splurt out and you can see better.
She may not have much blood at the moment. Maybe some oil.
15.
All right.
Someone that's radiant, someone that's necrotic,
She doesn't resist any of it.
all of it's angry.
Yeah. And you added in your improved divine smite.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was trying to be hospitable.
Salir, you pointed this out. You can still do something. Would you like to do something? You did see her get knocked down. You saw it, like just stabbing at the ground. Hits her once.
Either that or he was churning butter.
It's
Yes.
hard to tell, but performing his mating ritual, I don't know what
She
that
is reaching for the gun, which fell.
Laying eggs.
I'm churning blood.
Churning blooder.
Suppose I'll try and shoot her with the gun.
Okay.
Oh Christ.
I'm
Plan
at
B is
disadvantage
happening.
because she's prone.
But wouldn't that be normal? Because I normally have advantage
Yes.
for her being prone.
It's,
Not
Or
because
that
of.
cancel out.
I think it
Being prone
does.
is disadvantage at range. It's like you're crawling.
It's advantage if you're within 5 feet of her and you're doing a melee attack.
so
I think
weird.
specifically.
You can't move. You can't take any sort of action to get out of the way. You think that would be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
it's
don't
just
care.
being
Makes no
within
difference.
5 feet, so you can go up to them with a ranged weapon and just
Gotcha.
go for it.
For disadvantage, and it's 15.
They
Okay,
can
that will
still
not hit.
move just fine when they're
Yeah.
prone. They're just flat. They gotta be restrained and not move.
Can I reach her to whack her with the sword?
You can walk up to her. Yes. A swordy boy is going to try to make an attack of opportunity against you. Does a 27 hit?
Yeah, but I don't care.
It's probably not going to do that much.
400.
It's going to do 13 magical slashing damage.
Okay, so that's 6 out of my 108 hit points. Worry about that later. Alright. Now if I whack her with the sword, that's an advantage.
You'll have advantage, yeah.
This is such a broken set of mechanics.
It's kind of weird, yeah.
Wow, that sucked anyway. 17.
Yeah, any attack roll has advantage if you're within 5 feet.
Okay.
Sorry, what was that roll?
17.
Okay, that will not hit.
Alas.
Ranged attacks are flat at 5 feet because normally they're at disadvantage unless you have crossbow expert.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Am I missing anybody who would have an opportunity to do something in the span of time? I think Asha.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. I'm just gonna fly upward. And
It's
try
almost
to-
like maybe having a initiative would help for this. I think we're close enough to the end of when initiative is going to be required that we won't regret
I
that
want
now.
to get up out of their range, but I want to stay
Yes.
a vulture mushroom in case they need to extract
Okay.
me, because it seems like they.
You can do that. Would you like to do anything else?
No, just kind of holding pattern.
Just drop
Yeah,
mushrooms from
I-
above.
Okay.
Just drop sawdust on the deck.
Can I drop exploding mushrooms on the deck?
Yes.
Why?
You can use.
Why can I do that?
You can use a charge of the same thing that you.
Your face
Do you
attack.
use a charge of wild shape to do your super mushroom form?
Uh-huh.
You can use a charge of your wild shape
My
to
other
drop
wild shape?
explosive mushrooms on them.
Oh shit.
It'll be
If
a
they-
big explosion.
If they knock me out of the sky, yeah. I'll
Maybe
do
you
it.
shouldn't blow up the boat that we're in.
Do it.
I can
They've been doing it. Why not join
Are you
you?
afraid of swimming?
It'll make the hole in the deck bigger, so it's easier.
I'm afraid of
to-
swimming in the nether abyss that is the Dreaming's non-ocean.
It'll probably
It's
just
water
be
now.
poison damage, which you're immune to anyways, right? So like, it's whatever.
Resistant.
It's water now.
A little. Most of it.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
You have a ton of other things
We're like
you're
10
just
feet
carrying.
from shore.
You
What
just-
the hell are you
I
worried
can't.
about?
I
Swim
can't
for
take
water.
things I'm carrying out of my
Why
bird
not?
body. Can I take
Well,
things I'm
that's how
carrying
I
out of
should.
my bird body?
We established early that no, so
The
unfortunately
rules
no.
establish
It's-
I can't do that.
Well, yeah, but I hate the rules. But
But we're dreaming.
no. I'm sorry.
Hey,
You can carpet bomb with mushrooms, but I draw the line at the thing I really want you to be able to do. I think I don't want to let myself cross that threshold at this point. I think there'd be no going back in many ways.
next
They're
level.
already
Okay, next one.
At level 13, you can,
Slurp things out of your druid flesh, like spaghetti out of a
as soon as we-
spaghetti
As
press.
soon as we absorb all of her energy. You'll suddenly be able to feel it up in the sky.
So she's gonna grab the gun, misty step away, and try to shoot Mr. 9.
I know what it's like to have a away gun.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
sudden empathy toward him.
Wow, that's sad.
Does a 23 hit?
I feel like I understand him.
Ouch.
That's a good question. How long does Shield of Faith last?
I don't know.
Sanctuary?
Because I did that
Yeah,
before.
once you start a melee attack, Sanctuary.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
I think that'd still meet my armor class, though.
It lasts up to 10 minutes. Concentration.
Well, then I have 23 armor.
Okay. So she did hit that?
Yes.
Okay. You die. You get evaporated back into the land of the living. I said the land of the
Unfortunately
living,
for
the
that
waking
bitch,
world.
I have the key. So
Yeah.
I'm about to respawn.
She looks very triumphant. There's still several of you in the ship with her. Sword people are going to try to attack Pimrin and Solaire. Does a 13 hit? Okay, and a 15 is not going to hit Solaire.
Just barely, though. I'm getting 14.
Man, that gun guy better not get more powerful from me getting not killed.
She killed him with her own.
So, back in the waking world, a gigantic crack appears
To her.
in the
But I don't have one.
rock
of those.
thing,
I've got
and the
electric
goddess frowns at it and tries to heal it and does not heal it.
Hey, fuck you, I'm still alive.
You wake up.
I wish I could.
What do those of you who are in the boat now do?
What are you?
Pimrin doesn't have a way of knowing where she is at the moment, I don't think. Because you don't have the
I
eye thing,
can't
do you?
see her, but I saw her attack, which should reveal location.
Correct.
So I know like
That-
which
this is-
square she's in.
Yes,
but,
yes.
Yeah.
So you do know where she is. Though it would still be
He can attack
disadvantaged, but you know where to aim.
I'm just gonna.
He still can't target with having to see them spells, but he can blind
Yeah.
fire the empty space as if he's just firing.
Yeah.
in the
I'm just
dark.
gonna fairy fire again.
Okay.
She didn't want that to happen.
So she will try to make a save rather than choosing to save.
They can do both.
It's a 22 pass.
That does pass.
Okay.
Drat.
There are sparkles, but she does not outline sparkles.
So I gotta roll again against being sparkles.
Yes.
She's far enough away from Solaire that he doesn't have to roll for that. I don't think any other creature would be.
She teleported.
within that.
Pimrin
No,
is
she teleported.
optimizing for hitting as many creatures as possible.
Okay, you hit a lot of sword guys who are deactivated at the moment, and they'll just fail. He's being a dumb
I
cat.
guess that's what I'll do.
Today?
Yeah.
Did
Okay.
I manage to get explosives at the barrels before she almost shot me?
One of the barrels. There's like 6 barrels down here. scattered through the inside of a big ship that is just hollow for no good or like rational reason. Salir,
Where am I in relation to the barrel?
there's a barrel right there. There's also just barrels scattered around the inside of the ship.
What the hell?
Go for it,
I wonder if
Sawyer.
these things are loaded.
They're always loaded. They have infinite ammo in the
Let's
barrel.
find out. I'm going to grab a gun out of
It
the
is a loaded.
barrel next to me and shoot her with it.
Okay, please make me a ranged attack roll proficiency. Dexterity.
22.
You hit. She explodes.
Oh. Do I see the explosion?
Yeah, you feel the explosion.
Well, that was boring.
And all the rubies on the guns explode. And
Magical power forces itself into every one of Salir's orifices at once as he says, well, that was boring.
oh no.
That was much more interesting.
There's just like a wave of no color expands from her location out
Can you see her now?
and just
Doesn't he see the
absorbs
bits?
into each of you. All of the sword people crumple as it touches them. All of the Neverborn sort of like
I like
implode
this.
into their masks.
Oh.
The
We're going to keep one of these.
every living creature on the I say living creature, every dreaming creature on the beach sees this explosion expand through the walls of the ship. Like, I wonder what's going on out there. And then it touches them and they just kind of like shrink wrap onto their skeletons.
That
And
solved a lot of problems. I'm sure there will be no negative repercussions whatsoever.
I'm sure that that shooting her with a gun also doesn't help the gun down. That'll be fine.
It's okay. The goddess said she had this.
I'm getting ready to respawn, and the worst thing ever
Yeah,
happens next to me.
the gun prison just explodes. And the guy is all limbs and head are all gone again.
You fucking idiots.
Says, oh, don't worry, it's all good, it's all good. He's talking to nobody in particular, he's just looking around. I'm free, I'm finally free. And
He was in
he's,
that block for like 10 minutes.
yeah, probably felt like a lot longer. He just ascends into the heavens. And then I guess you can try to attack him, waking up as you are, groggily, in the woods a short distance away.
I'm just annoyed.
He's just gonna ascend into outer space.
Oh, that sounds like a good place for
He's
him.
going to find the president of magic.
He may be.
I guess without her influencing, he has control of himself again. How nice for him.
Back in the dreaming, Ashit, you turn back into your regular form.
Why?
You have, like, you kind of meld with your vulture form on a weird, like, fundamental level. Because you are now just part giant mushroom vulture.
Physically
Yes.
or mentally? Oh.
All
I don't like
levels except
that.
physical.
I am the giant mushroom vulture.
Hopefully that's just in the dream.
You do not gain the trait understands common but can't speak. That is when you will.
Do I keep
Is
the
when you do not
wings?
get. Sort of. Like you can create when you go into your super mushroom form. You gain
The halo of spores?
your
The super spore.
yes the super
Okay.
spore, and you gain a fly speed of 60 feet as sticky fermented tendrils of wing sprout out from
I
your
really was hoping
shoulders.
I'd have to shoot her
Where
a
would I
bunch of
even
times.
write that?
I
She didn't
don't
even
know.
say anything, and you gave her a new power.
Yeah.
And you have in that mode you have pack tactics now.
What?
So
Why?
Even she's like, would you stop?
when you have an ally within 5 feet of a creature, you have advantage on attack rolls against
You
that
had
creature.
this prepared. Like,
No, he's reading it off the stat block of the giant vulture.
oh.
And also you can look more vulture-y. You can sprout feathers if you want.
From where? Where is left on that body for anything to
They're
exist?
more like fronds, like dendrites kind of, more than actual feathers, but they look feathery.
Bone feather.
Bone feathers, yes.
So now we get a boat.
Sort of.
We gotta fix the
We have
deck.
part of a boat.
You have part of a boat.
We gotta fix the deck. Well, see, this is all just one great big huge cargo chamber. That's why there's no other
So
deck.
Lear, the gun fuses to your hand, so you can just point at things and shoot them.
Can you write those down and send them to me so I can
Yeah, I
just
need
add
to
it
write
to
this
the
stuff
notes
down.
section? 'Cause there's no place to put that.
You just have to Google a giant mushroom vulture to find it. It'll be fine.
Now, does that hand still function as a hand?
Yes.
Okay.
Trying to find what it
Is
is
Pimrin
that
forever sparkly?
I'm gonna use it.
Bimrin can choose to be sparkly if he wills.
Man, poor horse. He was just hanging out in that shot. Now he's all confused.
Pimrin can use a bonus action to cast Fairy Fire just at will.
So what the hell's happened to poor horse now?
That's
Where
a-
was Horse?
Under
Horse is
Oh.
now just always a.
A Pegasus?
Well, Horse was already always. Is that right? Is Horse already a Pegasus just
In the
because he
dream.
can
In the
cast
dreams.
better? Okay, yeah, Horse is just always a Pegasus. Horse can carry that form back into the real world.
Interesting. When it goes back, to the Fae, it still has the wings.
Oh, horse. What a journey you've been on against your will.
What a journey about.
So it's when I use symbiotic entity? I never use these things.
I don't
You have a
remember what
mode,
super
right, where you
spore
can
is.
use your
Your
you can
wild
use a
shape.
charge of your wild shape
Yeah,
and you
that's
get.
symbiotic entity.
Okay, then yes.
Yeah.
It's the I want the wild shape but also cast spells, but it's great.
So the symbiotic entity plus half.
Okay, so that's one more dead.
Nice.
So
I wish I could
that's
hit
all
it.
the saints now, right?
Well, there's still the wandering one, right?
So we still got one more we got killed.
I think so, but we don't know where he is. I think.
You do be
That's
wandering
the whole
though.
wandering thing.
Yeah.
If he
Right?
exists.
Don't we have a goddess for this purpose?
That's a good
I
point.
mean, you all are under contract to this person who
Yeah, that's-
supposedly knows things.
That's true. Well, that's good. We took care of that. We had part of the boat. Most of the boat.
Most of it, though.
Most
Yeah,
of it.
replace some decking. Probably
You have a
fix.
gun hand now. That's kind of cool.
Well, this is true.
Mega Man, but drunk.
Yeah.
You have the gun fused into my hand.
Is it there when you're not dreaming?
I don't know yet. Well, probably because I brought my body, so it's.
Oh, oh no.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Because I
cost
thought
me-
normally the guns don't even
and it
exist
cost me
outside.
6
So
temporary
the
hit points.
the townsfolk outside all like shriveled. Are they just like,
Yes.
dead? Or
Oh,
are they
they're
just, like,
all
zombies
they are all
inside?
dead,
Okay.
very much dead. Everything
you
is
can,
dead except for
yeah,
you
sparkle
guys.
At will.
There are a lot of dead fish just kind of floating on the surface. None of them really look like
I can
fish.
also cast
They look like dream
fairy fire as a bonus.
things, but they are all floating dead on the surface of the void water.
Yeah.
I was reading.
I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he probably got a tail. I'm not.
I guess in the waking world, Nine would feel a strong buzzing in his skull for a while, and he'd probably like.
Don't worry, we got
And
the.
his heart grew 2 sizes.
He'd
Anytime.
probably vomit tentacles like a little bit.
So he didn't get any kind of superpower.
He didn't tell you where the one tentacle went, so.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, it was a tentacle tail.
Hmm.
I'm
The
nine.
ten-tailed.
Tentacle, yeah.
9 to
10 years.
10.
He's 10
Yeah,
now.
so he's 10.
Legend foretold of 10.
So, what do you do now with your partial ship and your barrels of guns?
Well, we don't know that the gun guy's not a problem anymore, right?
No.
We should probably just throw all these guns in the water. Just yeet overboard.
Oh yeah, these things gotta go.
I gotta go.
They're a pain in the
I
ass.
was specifically destroying them. Let's throw them into the ether where they'll wind up on weird planets with
Yeah.
fish people.
Wow. Just blowing them up like he was intending to
Because
do.
that'll sink the ship.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll seed other planets with
It's
the
how
seeds
ship.
of gun life.
How else are we going to
Flocks
get
of
to a
gun
legendary
chickens.
pub that's somewhere out there?
We boarded the ship to take the ship.
We can dream up a ship.
I've been told that if we have a ship here, we can take it to the alcohol closet.
Well, to be fair, the slot took the ship to the alcohol closet.
We
That
could
makes it tricky.
just fly.
I'm sure we can find a slot.
You could just wake up and there would be the alcohol.
I don't know what a slot is, but yeah, that makes sense.
I'll try and describe it to you. But I don't know how you make them do the thing. The
Question.
chosen one.
Yes.
If
That was how
horses
the
are
chosen
Pegasus
right,
and the
yeah.
dreaming, why did I have to carry them to the ship? Why couldn't
Because
he
you
just
asked
fly?
to.
Because he was hiding his wings. We already covered this.
Why would he do
I already
This
asked
whole
him
time.
why the hell you had to carry
It was
him.
imperative to the plan, I assure you.
Oh,
I like to keep backup things, keep my enemies guessing. Like if they drop me and they're like, haha, and I'm like, haha.
I just like that the backup plan involved you wedging horse between your thighs to hold on to it and carry its whole weight.
I've tried that while awake.
That's fair.
I
I
haven't.
don't suppose there's going to be anything at all to loot on this ship. This is going to be.
Just the guns, it seems.
Well, we'll take the rubies back.
Right. Throw the
Look at
guns
the
out.
infinite rubies. We're gonna take these
I
back.
think we
Yeah.
should just like drop the rubies into the guns and blow the whole ship up with the guns.
We need to ship them.
She
Why?
wants to scuttle the ship.
Well, it's very important. It's imperative that we have a ship.
We have to have a ship.
Why?
Because we might want to go places besides this
How
little
many-
piece of beach in the Dreaming.
How many times have we gone here to the Dreaming and been like, I wish we had a ship. We don't have a ship.
It's been a lot of times.
So a lot of times.
Just like fashion a raft out of the wreckage.
We could move the guns out of the ship onto the beach and blow them there.
Okay, I'm down.
It's amazing it took that long for them to think of it.
Barrel of guns is probably
Okay,
heavy.
I'm not carrying barrels of guns out of the hold of this. How are we getting out? It's not like.
Well, there's,
Okay,
see,
if-
there's a hole in the hull right there. We just throw them through that into the water. That's what I've been saying.
If I can carry a lizard and a horse, I can carry a barrel
You
of
can
guns.
carry the barrels of guns, shit, if you would like.
No, you play with that. That's
I'm gonna pile the guns up on the beach. Nobody
Okay.
got any meth for them. It's a terrible waste.
It is a
Stick the
terrible
sign
waste.
in it first.
There you
So
go.
all these people are dead now on the beach?
Yeah, farewell to the Guns for Meth program. It was nice while it
They
lasted.
they do seem very dead. They do not seem to have disappeared.
Sprinkle some meth on the pile.
Up above,
Well, who's going to fix the boat now?
Question.
what does 9 do in the waking world?
Just blow up the guns.
Talk to the goddess.
Hi.
What the fuck? Like he just left, and also you couldn't contain him.
Yes, I'm very worried about that.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I couldn't hold on to him.
Can you not
I'll
see
give you
where he
enough
went?
rubies for you to
He
blow
went
it
up,
Cool.
Yeah, how
probably
far?
to another planet.
You can't see other planets.
No.
That
It's a
sucks.
very localized god. It's
Yes.
Yeah, the blue guy was much more.
Localized entirely on this planet.
The blue guy was much better.
I could literally like walk onto another planet through a tree. She can't do anything.
So I'm like 90% sure they just killed that bitch with a gun.
Yes. There's a channel has been unblocked.
Great. So, because I decided to talk first, I got information.
So, what information did you get?
That whole dreaming place is going to disappear because y'all are waking up, and that's going to make everything that's in it, horrible abomination, nightmares dreamt up by mankind, fly out into this world and eat everybody.
That's quite unfortunate,
And
isn't
that's
it?
the apocalypse she was trying to stop, or something. But, you know,
I suppose you
prob-
should start building an army.
I am an
Roger that.
army.
We're gonna need a bigger gun.
Listen, we can take the fight to them pretty good. We need to
It's too bad he's
understand.
not down here to tell us not to blow up all the guns that we could use to equip this dream army. We're
We
about
need to
blow
understand
up.
the nature of what's gonna. Like, is it just the people that are already in the dreaming that hate us that are gonna come out? Because we can just go to where they live and kill them.
How could I possibly know that?
I honestly think he's
Do
thinking.
you get any tingles of anything flowing out this way?
A channel has been unblocked. My power returns to me as it should. It will be returning to my siblings as it should. There's still some blockage. I can't
Yeah, that'd be
I
the
can't
last
quite
guy.
explain that, but
Can you find it?
I think I could. If I thought about it hard enough. It's something that doesn't want to be found, but I think I could.
Yeah, I'd imagine not, since you're gonna wreck him. But
Hmm.
the real question is,
I thought you were going to wreck him.
You, we, us.
Yes.
Your forces or whatever. What is your plan for stopping the dreaming apocalypse?
Well, I don't know what form it will take, so I don't know that we can plan except to arm people.
That seems awfully short-sighted.
I don't know what you mean.
They're just gonna kill each other.
Well, if they kill each other, won't that solve the problem?
Are you just indifferent to people being alive?
Everybody dies.
Yeah, but all at once would be a problem.
Yes. But not all. It's very, very, very unlikely everybody would die. Do you understand how unlikely that would be?
In the event of a non-apocalypse, very unlikely. But in the event of the foretold actual apocalypse, 100% that's what makes it an apocalypse.
I don't know what you're expecting me to do.
Literally anything. Like,
Well-
what good are you?
I'm good for quite a lot of things. It's
Are
been
you?
it's been very bad for this world that I have not been present.
What can you do for this world aside from tell people to pick up a sword and hope real hard?
Apocalypse. Now she's present.
It's a very
There is
good
an
question.
apocalypse.
Because let me tell you, I've been very
So far,
active in stopping
everything
many
with that
apocalypses.
stupid.
Well, with my
And
power,
I'm not a powerful god.
with my power returning to me, I can create. I can create an army to counter the power coming from wherever it is you're talking about. I can't imagine I'll be able to create anything of the magnitude comparable to the energy that's been blocked away from us for hundreds of years. But you know, we'll give it a shot.
I mean, anything you can do to shield the general populace while we kill whatever the hell it is fine with me.
Oh, well, you should have just said that.
I was
Sir.
implying it heavily with the whole keeping everyone from dying thing.
We'll create a gigantic cavern, and you can shuttle all the mortals into the giant cavern, and they can live within it.
For a bit, I guess.
Yes. I'm beginning the creation now. We
better
should start
make it-
spreading the word that people should be prepared to acclimate to a new way of life.
It shouldn't be permanent.
No, not permanent. Maybe a few thousand years. This probably won't be much longer than that.
Let me put it to you this
I
way.
can't imagine it would be longer than that. By then, we should have amassed enough power to counter whatever was festering.
You know, it'd be a great way to amass that kind of power if I fucking eat you. And that's not something I haven't done before, so I think you should try just a little bit harder to not wait thousands of years to keep everyone from dying.
But I have the skull. How would you eat me? I don't understand the.
All I gotta do
process.
is kill you. I mean, you wouldn't have a skull. I
I
had
see.
the skull, it couldn't eat me. I've eaten other gods without the skull.
I think your time would be better served preparing mortals to live under the earth.
Nah.
I should prepare more calculations. She'll disappear.
I have
You-
taken
you-
all of the guns onto the beach, piled them up, and dropped enough rubies on them.
It is a lot of rubies. Enough that all of you agree it is the quantity enough.
One more.
It's just a crater.
Himrin's heart pounds as his hand shakes as he adds one more ruby to the pile, which everybody knows in their heart is one more than enough.
Perfect.
Would you like some more?
No, I think that's good.
You sure?
Well, yeah, I think I'm
Okay.
It's gonna be a big hole on the beach.
I'm just gonna walk back to the room and, hey guys,
How does it work?
I assume that you
Use it
guys.
into a liquid. Put the liquid into the unlimited hoodly-doodly.
Can it
How
unknowingly
do
be
you-
exactly where
how
he
do the
respawns
rubies
if he
not
dies
explode?
immediately
I
and has to respawn again?
no,
Oh.
Maybe we can melt
that wouldn't be on the beach.
That's an idea.
Mm.
Yeah, we can make them into a liquid.
The hell
Mm.
you
You
doing?
have
They want
unlimited
it
explosive liquid.
You want
Nitroglycerin in the unlimited liquid.
The guns are
Yeah,
blowed
please.
up.
Flask.
We could get it in a powder form. It could be like a very
like a thermal compound, like you call it a thermite or something. Melt right through.
Can we cut the Earth in half? Won't know until we try.
Did we blow up the Rubies yet? I don't think so.
They're blown up.
What's that?
Did we blow up the Rubies?
Yes, if you like to
While you were
get,
talking.
if you want to get far
I was
enough
gonna say
away,
we should use
far
the
enough.
gun hand to blow up the Rubies, but
Austria doesn't have that kind of patience.
You can blow up the rubies. It is just a massive blast of debris, light, heat, and air pressure. Guns rain from the heavens. Or pieces of guns rain from the heavens for
Well, it's a good thing there's
very
nobody
long time.
left to
Back
die.
back on in the waking world, a gunless torso falls from the sky and thumps into the ground.
Is he free or dead? Who even?
He's very still. You're not there.
Why would that?
You,
My chickens.
your chickens do die, yes.
I told you we should have thrown them in the ocean.
He grows a pair of legs and he grows a head and he slowly tries to drag himself away. On the
He was
surface.
so happy though.
The goddess appears in front of him again and says, "Aha!" and just evaporates him.
Okay, well, that problem's solved.
He had a good redemption arc.
His skeleton still remains and it tries to drag itself
With
away.
all the energy of squashing a bug you finally found.
Too bad you weren't there. You could have.
She puts him back in a block of
It's a zombie
material.
thing.
He's not dead. He's still.
She returns
dragging
it to where it was before.
Okay.
You have blown up the guns. Congratulations.
himself.
I have
Yes.
news.
We head home.
Being.
Who's home?
Well, back to the I mean, very vaguely, generally speaking, not the dreaming.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
say this often, but he's talking.
Are you feeling
We're all
right?
listening to you.
Yeah,
For once.
I died, but I came back. 'cause
I noticed.
You can just do that when you don't take your body. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I didn't die.
I got to feel what being shot feels like. You don't really. It's
It
like
feels pretty fuzzy for like a fraction of a second.
anyway. I assume y'all killed Calamari, bitch.
Yeah, the lying bitch is dead.
Yeah, because someone just left.
Again.
Again.
Little combat. There goes Ryan by.
Damn, one bullet on the way and he just disappeared. Crazy.
Yeah, I grabbed one of the guns out of the.
I've
out of the
noticed.
barrel there.
I'm not even gonna ask questions,
Don't.
Just grabbed it.
but we have problems.
Okay.
No, we don't.
No, we do. Calamari said,
Why are you?
Dream
Why are you
world.
still listening to this woman who has lied to you every single step of the way?
because I'm seeing it happen. You know how this crap used to be dreaming and how it's not? It's because all that's getting filtered out into the real world.
Still
Is it
dreaming.
not?
There is a floating like dream fish just kind of dead in the water, bobbing. A gun part comes down from the heavens and warps it, sinking them both.
It's getting there. It's a slow process.
We just closed the portal.
That's happening without the portal.
There ain't nothing here.
There was a lot of stuff here, just not in this spot.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's all gonna come out in the real world or something.
How?
He's been listening to that stupid dead bitch.
How's it gonna get out? And
She's been wrong about every damn thing so far. So.
Crap's been getting out since long before we came here and has never used our portals to do it.
Okay, so it's got nothing to do with us. So big deal.
No, it does because we live there.
But apparently this has been going on for a long time before us, so who the hell cares?
It's
It
been going
continues.
on since the first saint died.
Wonderful. We still have one to kill.
Yes, which will speed up the process. Which I'm not even against anymore because I don't think
Does,
we're gonna
does
stop
your
it.
current girlfriend know where the
Wait,
saint is?
so the saints can stop this from happening, but the actual gods cannot?
The gods being free is what causes it to happen. This whole realm only exists because the gods weren't there. That's why they can't see into it. Now that they're back, all of
Yeah,
the
okay.
thoughts don't go here.
Then what happened when it was just gods and no
You realize
saints?
I don't care because ultimately I'm going to end up living at the mansion. I don't give a shit about this place.
What
Yeah, that's
happened
fine.
when it was just gods and no saints?
This place hadn't been created yet.
Well, who created it?
Humans did when the gods left.
Well, let's uncreate it.
How the hell are humans
That's
gonna
the
create
plan.
Okay,
By dreaming.
how do we uncreate it?
That's what we gotta figure
it?
out.
So we just kill all the people that dream. And then that's
Only
it.
elves will remain.
You're on the right track.
Wonderful.
Before,
no.
But
before
first
the
let's go
saints,
kill the
there were
saint.
still people that dreamed, so
What if
the
we go
dreaming
back-
didn't exist.
So if the dreaming didn't exist
Uh-huh.
because the gods exist,
Uh-huh.
then the gods went away
Uh-huh.
and that created the dreaming.
Uh-huh.
And then the saints kept the gods away to keep the dreaming in check. With the saints god, the dreaming breaks free into the real world, and the gods don't give a shit.
So things go back to the way they're supposed to be to begin with.
So we
No,
just,
because
we,
the dreaming invented a bunch of weird twisted garbage that's gonna come out and eat people.
so we need to convince the gods to give a shit.
Okay. So
I
then-
tried, they didn't care.
You only
What
talked to
if
one.
You're welcome to hang out.
Maybe
at
the other
mansion
ones are
with
better.
me while fucking
Excellent. I do have
worries
some
about
ideas
this
though.
shit.
My plan is to just kill all the weird shit here that would otherwise come out and eat everybody, like the Lord's Neverborn or whatever.
Okay, we still got a saint to kill.
What if
That's true, but when we do that, this'll happen.
What if
And
we go
we're
back
in
to
the
that
dreaming
planet
now.
we were on that one time and just open up a portal there and just let it all drain out? It's not our planet.
It
But we
doesn't
don't
go
know
through
where
our
it's going to
portals.
come out. It could
Well,
come
yeah,
out
but
in a
if-
thousand
but-
different places.
But if it's got a nice, easy, wide open way
So
to
we just start
lead,
an even bigger hole open there.
Assume it takes the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
Let the hell nuns
That's
deal
the-
with it.
Like
Hey.
too much air being put into a balloon.
Shut the fuck
Yeah.
up.
I don't know what a balloon is. Yeah.
okay.
I think we start by just, like, we can just shoot everything with guns now.
I'm
That's
not gonna.
true.
Okay,
No,
I'm
wait.
not standing here for the rest of the time waiting for shit to come out of the dreaming into the real world so we can shoot it.
Well, if it came into the real world, shooting it wouldn't do anything. I
We
say
gotta
we.
shoot it well. But we don't know the expanse of
Okay,
the.
I'm not
dreaming.
going into
No,
the
but
dreaming to
we've
go
been-
kill weird shit for the sake of killing weird shit.
That's what you've been doing this whole time.
No, we've been taking care of things people, contracted with us to do.
I've explained that away too many times to bother again. But we know where their city is. We just go there. We literally
What
walk.
city?
And we blow it up.
What city is he talking about?
The first one we went to.
I only saw
Or the
that one
casino.
time.
You are not blowing up my casino.
No, the dreaming city we went to.
What
Where I
dreaming city?
invented guns. Where we killed that first
I
guy.
only saw it that one time when we got the demolition
yeah.
crew. That was him.
That's why we can just go to the mansion, portal to the city, shoot everyone in charge, and then it should be fine. And then we can go kill the last saint without this place exploding
Is
in
that
the
city
real
the
world.
only place in the dreaming that's populated?
We can ask questions. We just need to find the Lord's
Well, there was that
Neverborn.
one pub, right?
There was the one pub.
Well, the Lord's Neverborn, that portal will take you to the Lord's Neverborn. Because that's why we sealed it to begin with, so that they could
Yeah.
use it to come back through.
So we just go kick their asses since they're presumably the most powerful thing here.
Well, maybe they can stop it if they're the most powerful things here.
Unless their entire dimension dissipates. But sure, we can ask them. Even when people try
Yeah,
to
'cause
kill us, they still
don't have
tell
a
us stuff
bounty out
first.
on us anymore.
And I'm sure they kind of don't want their whole realm being destroyed.
Yeah, you can convince them to just keep their own realm in check, right?
That'd be a hope.
Give
If
them
they
a
have the power to do
Okay.
that.
Give them a little crown and they'd be into it.
Have you heard of money?
Have you heard of drugs?
Okay, so we want to go to where the Lord's Neverborn are.
Yes.
Our earliest sworn enemies who had contracts out for our souls.
Yes, but they are our smartest sworn enemies, given that they just sort of gave up.
So there's no chance of returning the situation to there being gods, there being no saints, and the dreaming not existing,
I mean, that was my first plan.
like
but
it was
first,
before the saints.
well, that's what's gonna happen, but everything that's currently in the dreaming will spill out into the material realm first, and there's a lot of weird shit in here.
Okay. We
What
all
drugs did you feed him?
we all are pretty good at like eating gods and stuff, right? What if we just drink the dreaming?
Maybe, but the dreaming is made out of not God stuff, and we're drinking specifically God stuff. And it's specifically not God stuff.
Yeah,
It might
that
not work.
tracks.
It's worth a shot.
So
My
the-
backup plan was to just kill all of the actual gods and get powerful enough to just do their jobs for them, since
So
they
just
don't.
be the gods.
And I don't like that plan, Because people have been telling us to do that since the beginning and then trying to kill us. So I feel like just out of spite, we shouldn't.
What if we just take over all the gods' positions and then quit?
Hmm.
Then there wouldn't be any more god positions.
I mean, I'm good for that, but I don't know how you quit being a god.
I don't know either. It's just a
Just
thought.
don't do the God thing.
Yeah.
I would
Just
have to
keep
do
doing
that.
the things we normally do and just don't do the God thing.
I'm good with that. But yeah, we just gotta stop the dreaming from exploding into reality, and the gods do not care one
You
way or
only
the
talk to
other.
one of them.
Why is it every time he talks to somebody, our lives get complicated?
They get complicated anyway. I'm just the only one that figures out
So
why.
if we talk to the Lords Neverborn and we convince them to keep their realm in check, then
He's gonna be so disappointed
goal
when I
would be
wake
to
up
have-
from this dream.
the dreaming intact with them in charge of it, the gods free.
If they're
and-
powerful enough to do that, sure, who cares?
And us not being gods.
I'm down.
What if we become gods, we use our omnipotent power to create a fish so big we can't eat it, and then our godhood is defeated, and that's how we quit.
Brilliant.
If we couldn't eat it, what we created, then are we really all powerful?
We have created a new fish-based universe
I
that
think
just supersedes this one.
That-
the
that
logical
could
fallacy
be a
just
problem,
implodes
though.
reality.
If you can continue to create better and better fish, you will never achieve
Mm.
your goal of having the ultimate fish dish.
Well, as soon as it passes all the other fish dishes.
It's fish dishes all the
Yeah,
way
but,
down.
but you'll know you could just have another better fish.
I mean, let that be his turmoil through life. All of his successes and so failures will become fish other people can fish.
So I don't care. If he's a god, he owns everything, so he's finally
He's a
achieved
god of his
everything he
breed.
wanted.
The god of mansions.
We'll make a new universe with only fish.
Mm.
Make sure your face is on every coin so that you literally own all wealth. You know, it's whatever.
Okay, so what are we doing?
We're gonna go visit the Neverborn guys because at this point I'm not sure they could even scratch us. Plus, you got a gun for a hand. Talk shit, get hit.
But we're gonna try to convince them to keep.
I'm not sure they're powerful enough to do that, but if
Oh.
we inform them, maybe them and the gods trying can do something. It's
We
a
need
step.
More gods.
Maybe.
We should just kill them and be done with it.
I mean, that was my first plan, is just wipe everybody out, but
If we need to patch the holes to keep the stuff from coming out of the dreaming.
You're assuming
They might be
anything's
able to
coming
help.
out.
So there's something
Yes.
something about what you said that's been bothering me. You said like
Only
there
one
was
thing?
power building up here or something like that.
It's
You guys
been-
couldn't get it.
you know how the god can't see into the dreaming?
Right.
It's because the dreaming is non-godlike human power built because of our dreams.
Right.
Like how I invented this fucking gun, and that's like a bird now. We can just do shit here, even though we're just people. It's a completely different power, and it's been building up and doing weird shit ever since the gods left. Every time anybody dreams,
Yeah, no, that tracks. I was just wondering if we could like cut off the source, but I guess that would only be just like killing all humanity, which is probably not ideal.
that was his first plan.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just kill everything that.
Ashik could caffeinate the entire
Well,
world.
yeah, I mean, we could just go that route and make it so people don't need to
Math
sleep.
for literally anything.
If they don't sleep, they don't dream, and then it's that problem.
I don't know. Then
The
we'd
children
have to
do
have
yearning
laws
for the
against
guns,
getting
though.
blackout drunk, and I think that might be unethical.
No, because when you pass, I can tell you when you're past that connection.
Maybe it's just sucking away all of your dream energy, and that's why you don't dream.
You dream harder.
No, if you get that drunk, you're not thinking.
All the people who got summoned into the mansion to get drained of whatever their essence were just drunk.
Their essence was tequila. Soul.
They were being
tequila.
drained of their spirit, if you will.
No.
Shut up. What time is it? Can we leave?
So yeah, I guess
Okay.
let's go see the Lords Neverborn. We can either have a chat or kick their asses, maybe both. It's a good start.
I mean, that's my plan with them, the actual gods, and the final saint.
Yeah,
But we'll start with them since we're here.
surely the more asses we kick, the better our problems get, right? That's definitely what patterns have shown us in the past,
Yes.
and not the opposite.
Oh yeah.
I mean, overarchingly, it was really only the first guy we killed that caused problems because it started eliminating the saints and freeing the gods. And that was on 3 layers of people lying to us. So I'm not even to blame for that one.
Well, if we just
We didn't even kill that guy. We killed another guy that was loosely related to him. This started out so far out of our fucking depth.
So
Pretty sure this started with you accepting 1,000 coins.
I mean, the alternative would be you 3 going off and dying, and I guess that would have stopped it, but otherwise you guys would have killed him and it would have happened anyway.
I fished something up out of these waters here. It was something from somewhere else, right? It wasn't from our world. So clearly this place is connected to some other places, right? I think that tracks.
Yeah, I don't think it's just the planet. I think it's all of reality.
Right.
We probably can't kill all of reality.
Not with that attitude.
What if we swim down to the bottom of this ocean and we just dig a hole so it all just drains away that way?
Just drains into space.
What if the real world's under it? You don't know.
That's true. Maybe we need to dig a hole in the sky first.
I mean, we go down and we come up all the time. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's true, when we come down here, we fall out of the sky.
So we keep going along the ocean floor. We poke little holes through. We look through. If it's our world, we don't dig anymore. If it's a different world, that's when we dig the hole deeper.
Flawless.
Can you
Get on
imagine
that.
if that's why reality was ending? Is some jackass keeps poking holes to make
That's
sure-
what caused the dreaming rain in the first
We got all
place.
those rubies. We can just blow up holes.
Oh, we could explode the ocean. Yeah.
That sounds antithetical to what you're for.
Yeah.
Nah,
I don't think
pretty-
Cameron would be into that.
Well, this ocean is not the real ocean, so.
He can still fish this ocean.
Yeah, but he's never caught a fish in this ocean. He catches weird
Yeah,
shit
catch
in this
weird shit
ocean.
here. That's true.
Can't be fish here. There's stuff that thinks it's fish.
But it's the lesser of two evils. Get rid of this ocean to save the real ocean.
I don't think that's even how it works. Can we go visit them more?
Yeah,
we gotta
no
go
one's
through the
stopping us.
mansion.
Mansion open.
I like how Alexa, open the mansion.
The Alexa's in
You
the
realize
mansion.
you have a key to this, right?
To the mansion?
Yeah.
I don't. Why would I have a
I
key
think
to the
only.
mansion?
I gave you one of the 2 keys.
No,
Oh.
you didn't.
Actually, that sounds right.
No, you didn't. Starts fishing around in her pockets.
I know I did.
Which
I've
mushroom is
got the butler's key. I gave you the regular house key.
Would the house key open?
Yes. They both
Yes.
do
It's
the
the-
same thing.
It's the mansion.
One of them was Rath's key, one of them was the butler's key.
Okay, it's not in my thing.
have
Tibia is.
You have no idea what you have anymore.
No, I don't have any idea what I have
I mean,
anymore.
she probably just dropped it somewhere.
You should have named it a key gun chicken or something.
It probably, got absorbed into a mushroom.
What is Risa Godbell?
That would be the god bell that Risa gave you so you could ring it and she could summon you back from the dreaming.
Oh. Well, there's the answer to that.
Ah, okay.
We,
Alright, I guess we're going back to the mansion.
7 pounds of sawdust and 8 pounds of contaminated sawdust.
I
Yes.
don't know why we're going to the mansion, but that's okay.
so that we can go to the Lord's Nevermore.
Okay,
So I can put
there are buildings
mansion
around
key.
with doors on them, so you can use one of those doorways to open a portal to the mansion. If you do,
We just step over some jerky people.
yeah. They are very jerky-ish.
What the I don't even care.
The mansion is in a much better state of repair than it was the last time you saw it. The butler is looking back to his normal self.
Okay, Mr. Butler.
Yes, sir.
This idiot over here
Yes.
wants to go see the Lord's Neverborn.
Are you sure that's wise, sir?
What are they gonna do?
He's
I mean-
not wise.
Technically, it was my idea.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was. I said go talk to him.
Okay.
I tremble at the
I
thought of
said
what
it
they
like
would do,
3
sir.
full minutes of talking before
Yeah, but
you
nobody
said
listens
that.
to you.
Which
So-
is weird because I was
What I need you to
Saying
do
the
is
entire
set the
plot of the
portal
whole
to
campaign
wherever
for the
the hell
7th
they
time.
are. So we can go there and then shut the portal off as soon as we go through. So they can't come through here.
If the channel remains open, that is doable. I believe they got a glimpse of
How do we
several
get
of you quite a while ago.
Just open.
May not be open.
Oh, okay.
Or open the way to the,
I mean, even when we get nearby, that'd be fine. I'm
Yes,
afraid of them.
it does seem that they have closed that channel, but could still deliver you into the heart of the city as you went before. It doesn't
Okay.
seem as though anything has been built over the site of the warehouse that is no longer in existence.
Yeah, we'll just walk. Such that it is.
Okay, and if you can do that for us, I would appreciate it.
Very good, sir. He'll open you a portal into the heart of the city.
Okay.
Woo woo.
I don't like this place.
Watch out
I
for
barely
crocodiles.
remember this place. I remember following Goras down the street. That's about all I remember. of this
Yes,
place.
Goras was very convinced that if he just kept walking,
Yes.
he would go where he would go.
Yes, there was some mental thing he was focused on when he was walking.
Yeah, he
Fighting
had a
the
mental
chosen
thing,
one.
alright.
This didn't go well for me last time.
As before, it doesn't seem that anything has changed here in a meaningful way compared to the last time you saw it.
Except now
There's
I got
people
confused in my
meandering around, there are places of business open. There are the ruins of a warehouse that you walk into. There's some people who have like set up
in my
little tents, but like nobody's bothered building here. It doesn't seem like anybody's like set up guards or put up signs or anything. There's just some people chilling on an empty lot. They seem surprised to see you, these more or less humanoid looking people. They're kind of pink and orange. That's the main thing that stands out, I suppose. You know, in like a checkerboard pattern.
Alright, gunboy, where are we going?
Hello.
That was a very
That's
important
that.
distinction.
Yes.
Hey, where are the
Don't you know?
Neverborn at?
They point at the big old skyscraper just off in the distance. That's taller than any of the buildings.
Ah,
The building of gleaming steel and
everybody in the
metal
tower?
and glass.
Nobody builds a big sprawling complex. Everybody's in a damn tower.
They may be
easier to
compensated for
build up.
something.
Don't cast a spell.
I actually think it's a lot easier to spread it out than it
Probably
is to
just be
build
easier
upward.
if you cast a spell magic on it to begin with. You just drop this big.
The entire dreaming implodes.
yeah!
We did it.
That
It was
may
nice.
solve the problem, but
Victory is ours.
Human's a hero.
We did it, the dreaming is no more.
Yay.
let's head off tower ways.
I still don't understand why we're messing with these stupid people.
Yeah, it'll take us 5 minutes, do it now.
Well, yeah, I mean, they never did bother to come after us, so they can't be much of a
Worst case scenario, we just shoot them.
Yeah, well, I mean,
This is the dreaming. What the fuck are they gonna do?
second worst situation, we eat them for their power.
Yes.
I think that's part of the first.
Pretty sure we have more power than they do at this point.
Yeah, we can have one more as a treat.
you set off down the street, and eventually you will come to a big like park that's been set up around the tower. It's big old fancy fences that are, you know, the gates are thrown wide open. Clearly people are come and go as they please. There's shrubs that are, you know, made of people, I guess.
What?
It's like
You start
a-
out normal and then every third sentence it's just
like imagine a shrub, but it doesn't have any leaves. But there's like people that have just kind of been like welded on
And
to
it's
the
made out of
branches.
seaweed
Why?
and bits of driftwood.
I don't know.
Are they living?
Lord.
They
Do
don't
they look
seem
like
to be.
they're having a good time?
No, they don't look dead because they're drooling.
Is this an art
but
installation?
it does seem more artistic than practical. Like you can't imagine what practical use somebody could possibly get for just welding a bunch of people to bushes like this.
Well, they're not balloons, so I think
They are not
the plus
balloons.
side of the equation here.
There is kind of like a topiary maze of these people welded to bushes, but
Yes,
that's so I guess there is
That's
kind of a
pretty
practical
fucked up.
purpose to it.
I'm pretty sure
What could be
you
inside of the
somehow had a
maze? We
hand
need to
in
find
it.
I
out.
didn't do any of this.
I'm not going in there.
I
fly up over the top of it.
You can fly up over the top. It's
What is
that
the maze
easy.
in the shape of?
A maze.
It's not a shape.
It doesn't seem to be in any particular
It's a
pattern.
word.
That's a missed opportunity.
No, you said it's in the shape of a maze. You know, a corn.
Is that why it's called a corn maze? This whole time I never knew.
A maze. A maze. A maze of maze.
Please stop. Never speak again.
Anything particularly interesting in the center of the maze?
There's a lot of
People
like
would
withered
prefer to see
skeletons just kind of lying around various parts of the maze.
Withered in the same way we just saw people get withered, or?
Not really. It more like kind of like mummified, but the people that were on the beach were
They still had their
different.
skin.
It's like the flesh just kind of got removed from their bodies, and the skin like just shrink wrapped over the bones. Like they looked like almost skeletons made of jerky more than anything. These guys look more like mummies, I guess.
Flesh skeletons.
Yes, fleshletons.
How does that work at the ribs?
They look like ribs. They just kind of made of jerky.
So they wrapped around the back of the rib?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Makes perfect sense.
Uh
The flesh on the inside went to the ribs.
Yes. People have a lot more skin than you'd think.
On the inside? Because the back skin would go
There's plenty to go around. You've got like miles of skin or whatever. It might be intestines I'm thinking of.
You're gonna be okay, Steph.
Every third sentence, it just falls apart.
That's
why you should
another.
always just let it
So we're gonna
go.
stop there for tonight.
That's another DM quote right there. You've got like miles of skin or whatever.
Oh, goodness.
Thank you all for your patience.